Okay, Mr. Clown, you are having charges pressed against you.
I'm innocent.
Innocent? My great uncle Sal's magical pizza pie. It says here that you sexually harassed 7 5-year-olds for 6 hours.
Hey. They hired me for a birthday party. It is not my fault that one kid had a fetish for dudes with red hair and wear makeup.
That is really freaky. Why would a kid have a fetish for clowns?
If you think that is creepy, imagine how I feel. I'm just doing my job and what I was paid to do. And then there's this girl that continues to follow me around and asks me for my phone number. And when I give her the phone number to my business, she crumples it up, eats it, regurgitates it, eats it a second time, then asks for an X-ray machine to see the number. And when I tell her that I don't own an X-ray machine, she jumps on top of me and tries to yank my hair out.
Wow, just out of curiosity, what inspired you to be a clown anyway?
Well, I wanted to make people laugh and be happy.
How is that working for you? Anyway, on to the next case. This is something called the Timothy case. It says that you nearly strangled a kid with a balloon. Why did you try to strangle a kid? And more importantly, why did you use a balloon?
Oh, I remember this. What happened was that this kid asked me to make a snake for him. So I pull out my balloons and air pump and make him a snake. He was not satisfied with it, so I told him it was an anaconda and wrapped it around his neck to prove it. Then he screamed that I was choking him to death, kicked me in the shin, pushed me down, farted in my face and ran off.
You certainly do have your own way with kids. Have you ever considered a different profession?
Well, I tried out for being an accountant, but they took one look at my resume and said, oh, he's a clown. He's just going to goof off, which really sucks.
You know, for a clown you're not very cheerful.
It's the same with all us clowns. We may seem happy on the outside, but inside we're really hurting. Unfortunately for us, no one can see that, because us clowns are too busy partying at things that we weren't exactly invited to. I mean, to be perfectly honest, we get paid to goof off. But the pain the children invoke when clowns aren't dorky enough is nigh unbearable.
I think you should visit a psychiatrist.
I did. First he asked me about my past, which I told him I didn't really care about because, well, it was in the past. Then he asked me what I planned to do in the future, and I told him I wanted to be the first clown on planet Pluto, which he then told me was no longer a planet, and I became totally devastated by that fact. I was nearly inconsolable. Then I told him I wanted to own a fast food company called McFlangles or something. After several hours of this, he gave up working on me and resolved to eating his chair. Then decided he was a bat and claustrophobic. After which he decided that his current cave was much too small, and after muttering some nonsense about the walls closing in on him, he jumped out the window, tried to fly, and failed to do so.
What did you do?
I got the hell out of there. The walls were closing in.
Okay, Mr. Clown, I'm going to have to put you in the asylum, where you'll be wearing a jacket that puts both arms behind your back and placed inside a big cushiony room. Except underneath the cushions there is a chamber of which gas comes out of that will force you to fall asleep. Then once we can move you, and you won't wake up, we allow the walls to close and crush your neck. Then we blame it on you, since you are now legally insane.
That's not very nice of you. Clowns should be treated with respect.
Well, I really don't like clowns, so my one goal in life is to lock them all away and force them to suffer a horrible and painful death at a cheap and affordable rate, while in the meantime I can carry out my plans on world domination.
No, I will take over the world and make it safe and inhabitable for the clown population.
Oh dear God, I need a different job.